So first of all, we need to understand the difference between a website and a funnel. So a website is, everyone knows what a website is. It's a great information center. It tells everyone about your business. It will generally have your landing page, your home page, and you'll have an About Us section, maybe your services, some products. You might have an opt-in for something to capture some data. But the problem here is that you can go all over the place. It goes in many different directions, and you surf. You surf the site, you go around and you're checking different things out, and there's no real path or process behind it. So essentially, it's just information and what I consider wallpaper. Yes, you can have products in there, and you might have a dedicated e-commerce store, and that's slightly different because you can drive traffic directly to products, and you can have a very specific product that you want to take people to a page. But in general, when you take people to a home page, they're going to surf around your website, and generally they don't take an action. What a funnel is, it's basically a single track process. And essentially what it does is it's a designated sequence that follows a step-by-step process like breadcrumbs. Like Hansel and Gretel, you remember the children's story. So you would lay breadcrumbs to follow. And that's basically what a funnel is. It's page by page, you're following a process. And it's taking you through a course of actions that you would like your ideal customers to follow on that journey. So what we're talking about here is that on this particular example that I'm showing is that you have a sales page, you have the opt-in page. It's absolutely obscured on my screen at the moment, so I can't follow the full flow. But you go through, you have your thank you page, you'll then might have a qualification page, a sales video, order page, upsell, and a members area to finish if it's a course or a subscription service, for instance. So what we're taking them through is a dedicated path. So when you build a website, they're great. Don't get me wrong, they look awesome. They're sexy, everyone thinks they're amazing. And then you've got your business launched, you've got a website and nothing. You're sat there, there's no one taking any actions, you're not getting any customers, no one visiting. You've sent your website out to everyone, asked them to share it, and tumbleweed. You've got no business coming through. But it looks great. And it's great to have a website, and you need one because it's a great information center. But it must sound familiar to say that you've set this up, you've got it going, but then you've got nothing coming through. And that's a very typical situation for most business owners, because getting the website up is just one thing. And it's not really driving any development for your business or penetration for your business. So if you think about it as an 8-lane highway, when you go onto the website, you can go in the car, you can drive down, and then you've just got exit ramps everywhere. And essentially what you're trying to do is just find your way around and navigate your way through the website. And it becomes very complicated and you get lost. And quite often you're getting bombarded by messages. And you think, God, my God, I've got pop-up here, I've got this message here, I've got that option, I can do a download over here, or I can watch this sales video, or I'm going to read the About Us section, and people just see information overload, especially with text-heavy websites as well. If they're very text-heavy, then people just switch off and say, right, I'm out of here, I've had enough. And then 50% plus leave a website as soon as they come. And that's quite a scary number. When you think that 50% of all that traffic that you're sending to your website, that you're paying good hard-earned money to take them to a website, and then 50% of people bounce before they even take a look at what's on the website itself. And then if there's no further call to action, then you're likely just to be pouring money down the drain, in all honesty. So that's why funnels are great. It's a single path. It takes you through a very specific process that allows a consumer to take the journey that you want to take them on. And that's critical. You're laying each breadcrumb one space at a time ahead of them, and they're just picking them up as they go, picking them up as they go, picking them up as they go, and they're just following through the process that you want to take them through. Now, of course, you need to have engaging content. You need to have an offer that is articulated well, that resonates, and it follows them. But people will follow your process, but they don't always take action. And that's understandable, because essentially what people are doing is they're starting to understand more about your business, and you're leading them down that path, holding their hand, saying, okay, at this point, I want you to understand this about my business. At this point, I want you to take a little bit more information. You need to get to know us a little bit better. Okay, still not sure? Okay, well, here's a little bit more information about the success stories we've had for our clients. And you take them through a campaign and a process that handholds them through, builds trust, builds credibility, resonates with them, understands their pain points, really digs in on their pain points, and then takes them to that final point of conversion where you actually want them to take an action to purchase your products. And there we are. They go from being a casual lander at your website and then, or your funnel, and which could be a website, but it's just the way it's structured. So if it's structured in the right way, they'll come through your process, and then you're making money on the back end. But they don't always take actions immediately. And that's something that we have to remember. So we always have to nurture people through the process, which is why we need to capture their data. Because what's really important with Facebook especially is that Facebook wants to keep you on their ecosystem. And with that, they don't want you to send them off of their site. And that is a problem for us as business owners, because we don't want to have to pay Facebook every time we want to talk to that customer or that prospect. We've already paid them up front to get the lead in the first place. Why should we keep paying to keep talking to them? So what we want to do is we want to take them off, and then we want to start owning that prospect's data and that prospect's information, so that we can have a direct conversation with that person and not be having to utilize Facebook all the time to have a conversation with them.